My mom was a single mom, and she worked in like casinos and stuff. And yeah, my brother's a minor. I hadn't really been able to support myself like I want to like a few months ago because I was just living with friends on couches, living with my manager. I love love. I'm kind of like romantic. I love everything to do with love. I just got there's a movie by Guillermo del Toro called Shape of Water. I just got it tatted on me. Have you seen it? It's there.
Oh,
It's
wow.
It's a beautiful movie.
Hi, this is Lauren Engel. Today I'm here with Goody Grace.
Hey, this is Goody. How you doing?
So you were born in Selkirk, Manitoba, is that how you say it?
Yeah, Selkirk, Manitoba, Canada. Population under like 10,000. It's very cold. But yeah.
Were your parents born there as well?
Yeah, my whole family, everyone I knew.
Oh, wow.
All from there, yeah. Born and raised. No one ever really leaves.
Wow. What did they do when you were growing up then?
My mom was a single mom, and she worked in like casinos and stuff. And yeah, my brother's a minor, way different than me.
Yeah.
And yeah, I make music.
Are they creative though?
Yeah, my mom like plays guitar and stuff, and a couple people in my family are into music, but they all appreciate it. So.
You started playing guitar at a young age, right? Like at 4 or something?
Yeah, I learned guitar. I took lessons from when I was like 5 to 10-ish, and I think I first played guitar when I was 4, but I've played every day since. Yeah, it's like second nature to me.
Did you have like a teacher growing up who taught you?
Yeah, his name's Dennis Hammerstead. I went to lessons with him once a week, yeah. Shout out.
What kind of music was like your mom playing in the house when you were growing up?
Like country a lot.
Yeah.
Like Johnny Cash, Elvis, Marty Robbins, like real like old stuff. My mom, my grandma, everyone. And then I have a really cool uncle, Uncle Mark, and he put me onto like a lot of really cool music. And so yeah, I was always listening to all kinds of stuff from like Tom Waits to Bob Dylan to yeah, oldies.
How are you finding music yourself initially?
Just the internet, I think. I started to like Blink-182 and a lot of like emo stuff, like My Chemical Romance, and then I was like, I wonder where they got inspired from. So I started like digging back and got into like the Smiths and the Cure and Misfits and like a bunch of different stuff. So I was just always kind of listening to everything, all types of music, and really getting inspired by it all. Yeah.
How about singers? Do you have any singers in your family?
Not really. No, I think everyone kind of sings a little, but nothing crazy.
How would you describe yourself back then growing up?
Myself? I was kind of nerdy. I really like comic books and movies and stuff, and I'm obviously from like the middle of Canada, so everyone played hockey and sports, and I didn't do any of that. I would just hang out and make music, and always was into music, so yeah.
Yeah. Were you
kind of a loser.
Oh no. Were you in some sort of bands then, or?
My first band, yeah, I played with a bunch of my friends in middle school. I actually played bass and didn't even sing in the band.
Oh.
And we would just play covers of like Blink-182 and stuff at like talent shows. And then I just kind of started making music around like 12 and recording, and downloaded like Pro Tools and GarageBand and got like a cheap mic, and was always just making beats. And you know, there's not a lot of studios up there, so I started kind of self-producing and stuff young, so I could just make my own stuff.
Yeah. Was it like a clear idea that you kind of had like bigger aspirations to like get out of the town and like?
Yeah.
People weren't really pursuing music like there, so
no,
it was like something in you that clicked that you wanted to like get out.
Yeah, absolutely. I just always knew I wanted to do something with music for a living, and you know, there's not like a lot of opportunities in my province where I'm from, and people just kind of go to school or work and stuff. I never had a real job.
Yeah.
I was just always, really pushing so that I could make music for a living and do that as a career.
Yeah.
So I don't think, I never had any other plan in mind. And, always had the aspiration to kind of leave and try to do something bigger.
What's your mom's personality like?
She's super cool. She's kind of like a boss. She used to, like, be really intimidating growing up. She's really, but she's super chill. We're really close, and we text like every day.
Are you similar to her, your personality?
Yeah, I think we're really similar. We get along well.
Yeah. What were your favorite subjects in school growing up?
I think like English. I always like writing essays and stuff. I like when you had to like read. Nothing really else. I hated like math, science. I thought a lot of it was boring. I was like good at school a lot growing up, and then like come like high school, I just really stopped like caring, and I was just trying to like get out.
What was the turning point?
For which?
For you to like stop caring.
When I really just started focusing more on music, and not in like a bad way of stopping caring, but I was just really focused on. I came to LA when I was 17. I had just started 11th grade. So I never graduated. I just came straight here.
Yeah.
So, it was a good decision in the long run, but it was tough. And I think the turning point was just me getting older and being like, damn, I really don't know what else I could do. So I better try to do this. Yeah.
What kind of books do you like reading?
I love everything from like, I'm a big Stephen King fan.
Mm-hmm.
All kinds of like graphic novels. My favorite book ever is called Watchmen. It's written by Alan Moore. He makes like a lot of comics and stuff. But I have a crazy book collection at my house. I like reading like biographies about people, and I'm always reading.
Yeah.
Jack Kerouac and William S. Burroughs and stuff, older stuff. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So when you were 17, how did you realize that like LA was the place? Where was your career at by that point?
It was really nowhere, but I met the guy who signed me. His name's Cisco Adler on Twitter, and he was really the reason I came down here, and I started working with him and stuff, and that was the big turning point. Were you already putting out a lot of music at that point? Like a little bit more, like stuff on Instagram and little stuff like that. But nothing too crazy. I was always like trying and putting stuff up, deleting it, and going,
Yeah.
But it was when I came to LA and I was staying on Cisco's couch for a summer, and just really started trying to make my own sounds. And then in late 2015, I put out a song called Memories, and that was really my first like step of my style and my first introduction, and that was really the beginning point of everything now. Yeah. What did your mom think about the whole move? It was a little tough for a while. She like, where I'm from is a super small town and super kind of traditional, I'd say. So she didn't like want me to leave school, but I was just persistent, and I knew that, this is what I had to do. And we both felt it though. My mom was really supportive, once she started to get it, and she helped me out a lot. So she's always been really chill. Yeah. Were you afraid of moving out here, like, financially and supporting yourself? Of course, yeah. I think I hadn't really been able to support myself like I want to, like, a few months ago, because I was just living with friends on couches, living with my manager, living all over, out of a suitcase, going on tour, making a little money on tour, putting it back into music, and I finally just got my first apartment and stuff, so nice. it was a struggle, but it was good. It really was worth it, and made me stronger and more persistent. Yeah. Was it actually surprising for you, like, moving out to LA from like such a small town to, like, I guess like everything's a different environment, types of people? Yeah, of course. It was a really different culture shift, but I was always different and kind of out of place in my hometown, so it was really fitting, and I had a lot of friends here and made a lot of friends quick, so a lot of great people that I'm still close with, all of them, and I really adjusted smoothly, I think. How did you meet Gnash? I met Gnash through Cisco Adler. Gnash used to be his intern, and my first ever time in LA, my first week, I wanted to go shopping at like Supreme and stuff on Fairfax, and Gnash took me shopping, and that was when we were both really starting out, and we hit it off. I went back to Canada for like a year, was trying to really move out here officially, and we were making music via email and just sending each other stuff back and forth, and yeah, we've always been super close. That's one of my best friends.
Yeah. Actually, where do you get your like style inspiration from?
Like, I love how BTS dress.
Oh my god, that tweet just happened.
I love how BTS dress. I don't really kind of look at anyone and take inspiration, but I love how like Morrissey dresses. I just always, kind of wear what I like.
Did you always dress a similar way since?
Oh yeah, you could find photos of me when I was like 15 and not even know that I was like 20 now. Like if you put them side by side, I'm in like the exact same stuff. So I've always dressed the same. It's just like gotten a little bit cooler and nicer and different. But yeah, I've always looked the same.
How did you meet Jesse Rutherford?
I met Jesse through my manager Matthew, one of my best friends. I was performing. At the time, I only had the song Memories out, and Jesse and Matthew have a brand called Made by Us.
Mm-hmm.
They were having a release party, and Matthew was like, would you want to come perform that song you just put out? And I was like, absolutely. And it's kind of funny, because at that party, I met Jesse, and then on the like official version of Memories that came out, Jesse was on it the next summer. Me and Jesse, though, really good friends. We make a lot of music. He's like my brother. I've learned a lot from him, just about life and the industry and everything. He's like one of my favorite people just to talk to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did you meet your girlfriend?
I met my girlfriend through just mutual friends. She's in the video for my song with Jesse.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's great.
And is your dream collab still with Taylor Swift?
Absolutely. I think my dream collab would definitely be Taylor Swift. Like, I really want to work with her. I kind of have a bunch. I have some like realistic ones that like I could see happening, and then some that I'm like that probably won't. Like, I'd love to work with Morrissey while he's still alive. I'd love to work with Tom Waits. Definitely Taylor Swift, Travis Scott, Ed Sheeran, Gerard Way. I think there's some artists that like I'd like to collaborate, even if it's not music. Like, I would love to just get together with like Gerard Way. He was in My Chemical Romance, and just like talk, even like come up with like visuals or a video or anything. Like, it's not so much the music as just like the art that some people make. I'm like, I would really like to just like collide our minds,
Yeah.
So the list, I'm trying to really check off everyone. I don't have too many musical collaborations yet, but I plan to do a lot. Yeah.
Was it difficult going from like writing songs yourself to like knowing how sessions work and getting into it?
A little bit. I took a little while to get used to it, but I still make majority of my music alone, kind of at night on my laptop. So I haven't really changed my process since I was like 13. But I love collaborating with friends and other people. It's, it's just all new energy.
Can you talk a bit about your EP and like your inspirations for that?
Of course, yes. My EP comes out March 23rd. It's called Infinite. It's 8 songs. A couple of the songs were out already, and the rest are new. There's a lot of different styles on there, from, Two Shots to Pretend. Those are very different songs, but very similar. Some are a little more party-like, and some are more acoustic, and it's just all very cinematic, though, and they all come from the same place. It's just like a cinematic kind of, presentation of my life and my thoughts and stuff. So the inspiration was really just kind of the past 3 years of my life changing, and, seeing the world different and traveling, and I make a lot of songs, so these were kind of my first 8 that I was like, this would be very great presentation as my first project.
For your like life changing, what type of themes were they?
I think just growing up and kind of like being alone for quite some time, touring, traveling, obviously leaving home is just a very big kind of inspiration, and the feelings that I felt in the past 3 years, and as well as movies and all types of things that I was just consuming, be it like music, movies, TV shows. I just really was like, wow, the way that these make me feel, I want my first project to really make some other kid out there feel that way.
Yeah.
You know? So I really think and hope that that's what happens.
How about for Two Shots Video? What was the idea behind that?
Yeah, that was, very inspired by my favorite show, Twin Peaks. It's David Lynch's show. It's the same kind of like set design and, creepiness, the masks and everything. I just wanted to really set up like a little dark world for my first real official music video. And then I just shot a video yesterday for Pretend. That'll be out soon, yeah.
How do you think you've grown as a person since when you started?
I've definitely matured a lot. I used to be kind of shy and, not so out there, and I've definitely, after making art so much and playing shows and just really doing this a lot, I've gotten more accepting and kind of knowing who I am, which is really important when you're trying to step forward with creating anything, is knowing what you do and how you do it and how it can be accomplished. So I think I just have a really good understanding of who I am and what I want and how to create it. So, it's really fun now, and the process of making my music and planning tours and just trying to level up in music is a lot more fun because I'm very self-aware. So I think it's, a lot easier and just fun, and I enjoy it,
How do you think your music has changed since the early songs you made?
Well, I produce a lot, and I always produce, and I'm always making beats and recording myself, so I think through doing that and through writing songs every day, it's a real skill that if you work at it enough, you'll get better, like most things in life. So I think that my songwriting has just gotten stronger. There's a lot of songs I probably wrote even a year ago that I couldn't even listen to now. but to get to the point of what you want to release, you have to get through that, and it's all good even if I don't want to release it because it's all good practice,
Yeah. How about the style itself or the way it sounds?
Yeah, the way it sounds, I think it draws inspiration from a lot of my influences. I grew up playing guitar and love a lot of guitar music, so there's a lot of that in there. And then I love a lot of hip-hop music, so, there'll be like, the production might be more contemporary, like some of the stuff I listen to now. I think it's just sonically a real merge of everything that I like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would you say have been your biggest challenges so far?
My biggest challenges have probably just been really trying to hone in my style and, being that I like a lot of different types of music and can make a lot of different types. I always kind of had a struggle of being like, well, what is it that I really want to show? What is it that I want to be like, this is my music. So it took me a lot of work and effort and time to get to that place, but I'm finally there, and that's why the project's coming out, and I'm not going to stop once it comes out. So
yeah,
I've kind of overcome that challenge, and now it's just trying to be, the best me that I could be.
What does love mean to you?
Love? I don't really know, but I love love. I'm kind of like romantic. I love everything to do with love. I just got, there's a movie by Guillermo del Toro called Shape of Water. And I just got it tatted on me. Have you seen it? It's there.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
It's a beautiful
Maybe
movie.
I saw that.
It's about a alien and a girl who can't talk and how they fall in love, and it's really beautiful. And I think love can be anything, and it's really special.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you explain the other tattoos you have?
Yeah, I have a lot. The infinity sign, obviously, which means, we are infinite. We can do anything that we want, really. I have the maple leaf. I have the Gucci logo because it's my initials.
Yeah.
Smith's lyrics. I have a snowflake. I have the Misfits logo. I have a Twin Peaks tattoo. I have a cross. I have a lot. I plan to get more,
Yeah.
but I really like them. Yeah, it's fun.
What do you love about your girlfriend's personality?
She's super cool. We get along, kind of artistically. She's super, creative and whatnot, so we just have a lot of the same interests.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does success look like to you?
Success to me looks like, making people happy. I don't even think it's money or anything to me at all, or material. It's really making someone feel the same way that I felt listening to stuff growing up, and inspiring people, because there's some stuff that I would listen to or movies I'd watch that some people wouldn't get it and be like, oh, that was whatever. But I may have took it to be like, whoa, that really like gave me drive and inspired me to want to do cool stuff. So I think just kind of passing that on as I've took in from art that I like, I think success will really be when people are like, I make music now, or I do this because of you, or, you know, I got this job because I got inspired by this song. And, you know,
Yeah.
I think that's when I'll really, and I've had it, you know, on low levels that already, but I'm just trying to get that even more,
Yeah.
and that'll really be nice. Yeah.
Last question. What do you want to be remembered for?
I want to be remembered for just making the best music and art that I can. You know, being original and being, what's the word I'm looking for? Just being, I guess, like original music. Having like a real, when someone thinks about me, they're like, oh yes, that's him. This is how he looks, that's how his music sounds. You know, like me, when I think of someone like Bob Dylan, I'm like, yes, of course, even through all his phases, or David Bowie or someone,
Yeah.
you know that if they changed, they still, you know, the music was the same, it was from the same place. So I think I just want to be remembered for really great music, and that's what I'm going to continue to try to make.
Yeah. I love that. Thank you so much.
Of course, thank you.
Bye, guys.